Hello and welcome to a very special episode of the BowledOver podcast. For the first time ever, Finn and I are together, and it's very exciting, isn't it, Finn?
Yeah, it is very exciting. We're both together.
Yeah, I mean, it's a voice episode, but you can't see the smile on Finn's face. Today in this episode, we're going to be talking about our dream T20 teams ahead of the T20 World Cup later this year, as well as some cricket news and scores. So let's start it together.
Finally. Today, Sam is going to start by reading out the cricket news.
Kent's Darren Stevens has hit 15 sixes in an innings of 190 against Glamorgan, a top score by the 44-year-old. Essex's Australian Peter Siddle has bowled out Warwickshire in the county championship before the rain hit yesterday. Boyd Rankin, the Island seamer, has retired from international duty. And Jofra Archer, the England fast bowler, is to have surgery on his elbow. Got some problems with that elbow, I feel, and has had surgery before. I think he might have some problems with it. BBC Sport and Sky Sports have united over online hate and have made a video together showing that it is not all right about hate and racism. Hampshire's charge for Leicestershire wickets has been delayed by rain. There were five quick wickets yesterday. The rain has really affected the county championship this round of games, and the 4 games have all been rained off without a ball was played. Scotland are playing Denmark at the moment in an ODI series. It is tied 1-1 there. Fans are being allowed back into cricket venues for the first time. Let's have a round of applause for that. I think that's just incredible that the government is getting them back. Cameron Bancroft has suggested that some of the Australian bowlers knew about the sandpaper saga, and Cricket Australia are now investing that again. Kent spinner Kieran has been forced to retire due to a shoulder injury at the young age of 28. And the Pakistan Super League, which will resume next month, is going to resume in the UAE after Pakistan deemed it not safe to enter. James Bracey and Ollie Robinson, the uncapped duo, are in the England squad for the New Zealand series next month as well. And the schedule has been announced for the 2021-22 Men's and Women's Ashes Tour of Australia. Next, Finn has the cricket scores.
So Thursday the 20th of May, Netherlands versus Scotland. The one-day international there resulted in Scotland beating the Netherlands by 6 wickets, where the Netherlands were 171 all out. Friday the 21st of May, there was no fixtures found on this date. Today, the 22nd of May, the county championship, Hampshire versus Leicestershire. Leicestershire trail Hampshire by 186 runs with 2 wickets remaining. Live at Derbyshire versus Durham. Derbyshire are 176 for 4. Essex versus Warwickshire. Essex trail Warwickshire by 89 runs with 7 wickets remaining. At Notts County versus not Notts County. Nottinghamshire versus Warwickshire. Nottinghamshire are just 191 for 3. Gloucestershire versus Somerset. Somerset are just 146 for 6.
Just 146 for 6.
Just. Surrey versus Middlesex. We have Middlesex trail Surrey. I nearly said Sunny. Surrey by 49 runs with 3 wickets remaining. Northants versus Lancashire. Lancashire are 67 for 1. All times are UK and subject to change. BBC is not responsible for any changes.
Yeah, just so you know, we totally come up with all these scores from our head, and in no way we use the BBC scores at all. So our main feature today is our T20 squads ahead of this season. These are comprised from players from all over the world ahead of this season's T20 World Cup. And we'll do much more T20 World Cup analysis closer to the time. But let's start with my squad. To open, I have Jason Roy and Johnny Bairstow. Darius Malan at 3. Virat Kohli 4. Andre Russell 5. Kieran Pollard 6. Ben Stokes 7. Chris Wokes 8. Stark 9. Shakib Al Hassan 10. And Jofra Archer 11. So let's start with the opening batsman. Jason Roy, what a player. He's Finn.
Really good. He's explosive off the mark. When he's in. But when he's out, he's out.
Yeah, I think his form might be one of his problems. I mean, Josh Buttler,
he's a great keeper. He is also a great batsman. He's really solid. When he's in, he is in, and he's not often out.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good player, as we saw in the IPL earlier this season. He can hit some very big scores, and he can really change a game. I mean, if there's one player in an IPL you really don't want to face, it's Josh Buttler. He's such a great batsman and can really turned the game on its head. Dawid Malan, number 1 T20 batsman in the world.
He is. As his number 1 spot, of course he's going to be a good batsman. He's hitting those 6s and those 4s. There's no doubt about that. He's most of the time he's in form. There's hardly any times when he's not in form. He's just a really good batsman.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's just a really good batsman. Moving on now to Virat Kohli, number 4. I mean, what a player.
I mean, he's King Kohli, of course. The Indian fire rocket. Don't know what a fire rocket is, but it is a thing now. He's generally really good batsman. I was going to call him a keeper. Well. I was going to call him... He's a captain, not a keeper. He's a great captain for India. I think he's just a really good player, a cricketer. When he's playing, you can sense that he's there. He's got a kind of aura around him.
Yeah, that gets the crowd excited. I mean, the Indian fans love him. And just quickly, you can tell that we're back together with how hyped up we both are. But yeah, moving on now to Andre Russell at number 5. I mean, we've seen in that IPL his really quick 90 off less than 50 balls. Finn, what do you make of him?
It was just amazing to watch that. Although I wasn't watching it. It was really good batting, and I just think he's a great player.
He can bowl a bit as well. That's why I put him in my T20 squad, because he can bowl a bit as well. Kieran Pollard at 6, also a very, very destructive player. Hit the 6 sixes in the over for the West Indians earlier this year, and he can bowl a bit as well. I think he should have been picked in the 100. What about you, Finn?
I think definitely he should have got picked in the 100. I think they've definitely missed out on not picking him.
Well, yeah, if he plays in the T20 Blast, he might get himself as that wild card pick that we've talked about in the 100 draft special before. We will also link that episode down in the description if you want to go and listen and you haven't listened to it yet.
Listen to it.
Next up, Ben Stokes. Needs any introduction there, Finn?
No, he didn't. Just look back to the Ashes performance, the World Cup performance, his performances for years and years. He's just been a great batsman and a great bowler.
We haven't done much on the World Cup from 2019. How about one of our next episodes? Let us know if you guys like this. We will do a recap on the 2019 Cricket World Cup final. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would. We can watch some of the clips and we'll recap that.
Do some reacting.
Yeah.
Chris Wokes, I mean, I have him in as a bowler that he can bat a bit. He's got Test Match 95 to his name as well. I think he's a very good bowler, can be very good opening the bowler, and I'd have him partnering the opening the bowling with Jofra Archer. How about you, Finn?
I think I would as well. He's really he's an amazing bowler. He gets it just on. He's just an amazing bowler all around.
Mitchell Stark at 9 is another great Australian. He's one of my overseas players. He's very good, very quick, very accurate. He's been around for years now. Lots of experience. Could maybe coach some of the younger ones. I mean, generally my squad's quite experienced, but I think he is one of the most experienced. And I think that he could really show lots of younger ones different tricks and things as well. And then at number 10, Shakib-ul Hasan. The Bangladesh all-rounder. I mean, he plays such a key part in that World Cup. To be honest, if I'm being honest, I hadn't really heard of him before the Cricket World Cup 2019. So, yeah, that he's a great all-rounder, bats and bowls, and can really change the game. Yeah. Hit some great hundreds in the Cricket World Cup. And I also think that his spin's very good. It takes lots of wickets. I mean, it doesn't do much, but it does the job and gets the wickets. Jofra Archer at number 11. I think he can bat a bit higher up the order, Finn.
Yeah, I just think you can see he's a great bowler. He's always finding those balls. You just always finding it, always hitting the stumps when you can, and always getting wickets.
His World Cup came out. I mean, if you just look at his statistics, I mean, I know he's struggling with elbow injuries and hand injuries at the moment, but when he's on form, if you just have a look at him, then you can just see how much potential he has, and he's still very young. He can still progress, learn from Jimmy Anderson, Stuart Broad in the Test team while they're still there, and maybe take over from them in the future. So that's my team overall. I think it's very strong. Yeah. And I think, no bias here, I think there could be anyone in the world, but a very strong team. Finn, some of your highlights from that team?
I think you've got to go with Archer, you've got to go with Roy, you've got to go with Butler. I know they're all English, but they're just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of them, given that we're English. I mean, we might not have given respect to the other players, but I think those 3 English players mixed with the international talent could really make a great team. So as we said, thank you very, very much for listening. We are very happy to be back together, and we hope we can bring you some video episodes soon. We're also looking ahead to the summer and maybe live streaming some episodes. And as we said, we will be doing some World Cup reaction on the YouTube channel. So make sure to follow us on Twitter. We'll be linked as well as the YouTube channel, and we will drop it on YouTube. And due to being a podcast on the other platforms, we can't exactly show you us reacting, so that will be on YouTube. But if you follow us on Twitter, make sure subscribe, like, share. We'd be very grateful. Make sure to follow us and look out for all the latest news. We have some exciting things coming up soon, including a new adventure called Extra Cover. I don't want to give too much away, but we've been working hard today filming some stuff, and we'll be posting photos. We've also launched our Instagram. That will be linked in the description. But thank you very much for listening. We have very enjoyed being back together again, and we hope you will listen to the next episode.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.